Good evening. My name is Luis Raul Lopez. In my presentation, I'm going to talk about Pemex history. Pemex, Petróleos Mexicanos, a producer, refiner, and distributor of natural gas, petroleum, and crude oil products, one of the largest petroleum companies in the world, source of revenue for Mexico's federal government. The production of commercial crude oil began back in 1901 at Ébano near Tampico. During the first quarter of the 20th century, the production could have close to 1/4 of the world oil annually. President Lázaro Cárdenas expropriated all foreign oil interests on March 18 of 1938, enforcing the Federal Constitution of 1917, which declares that all mineral resources belong to the surface of Mexico's soil must belong to the Mexican people. In 1970, Pemex began new exploration, discovering oil reserves in Tabasco and Chiapas states and offshore in the Bay of Campeche of the Gulf of Mexico. Talking about overseas business, Pemex became a major world exporter of fossil fuel. However, in the early 21st century, the big Campeche oil fields went into precipitous decline. Revenues diverted to the federal budget, lacking the funds for new exploration investment, declining production and revenue. Ethics code and diversity outline the corporate ethics principles and guidelines mandatory for all employees of Pemex, its subsidiaries and affiliates, and the core ethical principles of respect, equality, and non-discrimination, effectiveness, honesty, loyalty, responsibility, legality, impartiality, and integrity, governing the behavior and in everyday professional conduct of all those who belongs to Pemex. Pemex increases the awareness about the importance of LGBTQ diversity and inclusion in workplaces across Mexico through a program launched in December of 2016 by HRC Equidad MX. Talking about brands, employees feel valued and respected in management. Ethics and compliance initiatives can be seen more like a common goal supporting the company brand. Management must have the responsibility to apply the best approach to motivate and empower people to embrace their corporate values and integrity standards. My conclusion: with this activity, I learned how to make better use of the passive voice and also how to use in a real scenario. I learned that the use of the passive voice is when we want to make an emphasis on the verb we are using in a sentence. I know that we mostly use the active voice when we talk normally, but when we use the passive voice, we must have an emphasis on the action that we're trying to make known. That means that we can emphasize the subject, so we could say that the subject is less important in a passive sentence. Also, this was a great subject to make use of the passive voice since this type of voice is mostly used to state facts. Overall, I enjoy learning all of these new ways to express myself or talk about something. Thank you.